Hello, it is Lisa with lisafurlan.com, and I want to talk about audience building before we launch. Now, I know that you've been working on this book and that you are like super pumped, super excited to get it out there, and you're like, I'm just going to do it. And you can do it that way. It's just really difficult to launch to an empty room. And you can't crowdfund without a crowd. It's in the name. It's in the name. And so, Seth Godin says, Kickstarter should be called Kick Ender because it's the last thing you should be doing. You need to do all of your audience building and engagement beforehand, all your audience education about what crowdfunding is, and then you launch. When you are working on your book, you need to be testing it with readers. You need to be reaching out to bloggers. You need to be getting your book in as many hands as possible. And then you launch your book, because then you have people who can be your advocates and your cheerleaders for you to really get your book in front of more people, because they are trusted with their audience, and their audience is going to be like, yeah, I trust her. She's a book reviewer who I love. I'm going to trust her. And so when you really take the time to get your book in as many people's hands as possible before you launch, before you publish, before you go live, it's going to make it so much easier. And I know because I've done it both ways. I've done it without an audience first, and then I've done it with an audience first and with a group of people who are working together to make it happen. And I went so much farther when I had an audience. When I did the pre-sale for my first book without an audience, I pre-sold like 44 copies. When I did it with an audience, I pre-sold 300 copies. And I know I can do even better than that. And so I really encourage you to slow down, pump the brakes a little, work on building your audience before you launch, or just understand that when you're launching to a smaller audience, you're just not going to go as far as if you had taken a few months to really build your audience, build your newsletter list, get as many people on your newsletter list as possible before launching. Even launching to 100 people is better than launching to 0. Okay? So leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you're thinking. Are you working on building your audience? How are you going about doing it? What is the best way that you have found to engage with your readers? And let's have a discussion.